How do you know there are 4 of them?
Gee, I didn't know you could write.
Good morning.
Shut up!
Still nothing, huh?
Nothing. I mean, you'd think that I'd at least get a phone call or email, something. Nothing. I haven't got an inquiry in weeks.
Something will come, Gordon. I know it will.
I wish I had your faith.
God knows you need a backer, and the right one will come at the right time. And it won't be some little guy you have to settle for. It'll be one who provides more than you imagined.
I can't believe I'm going on this road trip. I have no business leaving here. I should be sticking around trying to find some sucker to invest in this play.
Gordon, you don't mean that.
I do. You were right before, Chris. I made a mistake. I should have never invested in this play. It's going to be the death of me. I'm sick of the hotel. I'm sick of the play. I'm sick of the street. I'm sick of the church. I'm sick of everything.
You sound like you've been eating Becky's cooking again.
Ha ha ha. I'm being a little serious right now.
I know. I'm just kidding. But Gordon, whether it was a mistake or not, God will see us through this. He knows what we need more than we do. Just keep preparing for rain. It will come.
Well, I appreciate that. I really appreciate your attitude in all of this.
You're welcome, of course. Now go. You guys have fun. And don't kill Joe.
No promises. Wash all my sins away. Wash all my sins away. And there may I, though vile as he, wash all my sins away.
Hey, that reminds me of Swing Low, Swing Cherry from practice the other night.
Yeah, Gordon, you should hear it. It's sounding amazing.
Good.
Hey!
Hey, by the way, I wanted to ask you guys, why is there so many slavery songs in this play?
Because, Fern, it's a play about slavery.
Yeah, but I thought it was a play about like the hardships of plantation life. Oh, that would be the same thing. Oh, sorry. Hey, Blaze?
Yeah.
Weoki.
Weoki! I forgot about that!
Yeah, so did I. That was 2012? U Camp?
12.
Oh, and Gordon, that was the funnest thing you did come up with at U Camp.
Oh my gosh,
Huh?
that was amazing. I cannot believe we forgot about that. Did you come up with that on your own, or had you done that before?
What?
Oh, and Joe never did figure out what we were doing. He never.
Oh, wait a minute, guys. I feel like we're in the middle of a conversation we haven't even started here. What are you talking about?
Weoki. Remember Joe was the head counselor that year, and nobody liked his games because they were all too hard. So you taught us Weoki.
That does sound familiar. So we were going through the motions of Joe's games, but all along we were playing a different game with totally different rules.
Yes, and whoever was winning our version of the game would yell, Weoki!
And he never did figure it out.
I remember that. I can't believe I did that. It's a horrible thing to do to Joe.
Yeah, but it saved our lives. Joe was killing us.
You're not the only ones. You remember how he tried to kill me with the golf cart that year?
I'll never forget it. It was the funniest thing that happened that whole camp.
He missed me 3 times. I finally had to climb a palm tree and he hit that instead. And he still claimed that it was an accident.
Oh, it was like that woman I saw on TV who killed her husband and claimed her hubby fell backwards onto a knife 50 times.
Hey, Gordon, got the SUV in front of the house. Let's load her up.
Okay, we're ready.
What are you guys doing?
It's called the work gribble, but I don't suppose you know anything about that, do you?
Oh, haha, my low wattage friend. It isn't work you're doing. Blazing Gordon, maybe, but here's as though you're just reminiscing.
He found a box with a bunch of 2012 youth camp memories in it.
That was the year the cabin caught on fire, huh?
No, that was 2011. 2012, the kitchen caught on fire because you lit a match while he was putting hairspray in his hair.
Why did you have hairspray in the kitchen?
Oh my gosh, Tony, your lights are flickering again. I had to sleep in the kitchen that year, remember? Because someone was afraid of bugs and just had to sleep in the boathouse, if I remember correctly. Well, I had to sleep in a sink.
And after the fire, you guys were both bald for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, I remember that. I'll always remember because of that dent in Joe's
Okay,
head.
well, that dent, sir, was from Fernie's baseball bat when I was filling as the catcher.
I thought it was from the coconut that fell on your head after you hit the palm tree and almost killed Gordon.
No, that's how the dent got in my head.
I'm out of here.
All right, we're coming.
Move!
You know
Small
what?
one.
If you
Hey, I'm taking a new dress to wear on Friday. Hope you don't mind.
the white one?
Yeah.
I haven't even worn it yet.
Oh, well then, I'll be breaking it in for you.
Wow, if it ain't Ken and Barbie.
You know, it's a real disgusting thing to say, Breen. You're a dirty little girl.
Pay no attention, Fern. You know why blondes can't dial 911, right?
Why?
Because they can't find the 11.
Ha ha ha.
You know, you're the personality of a box of dirt.
I cannot believe you guys are stooping to blonde jokes. That is so lame.
Well, we have to. It's the only kind that you will understand.
Blaze Taylor, or should I say Ken, you're about to be slapped by a blonde.
And we'll tell Cindy that you got beat up by a little girl.
Hey, you can tell Cindy all the lies you want.
Why is he Ken?
Hey, do me a favor. If Joe brings up the backer thing, come to my rescue because I'm not in the mood and I might just involuntarily slap him.
Well, that's something I wouldn't want to miss, but I'll try my best.
Now listen, guys, on a more serious note, you guys now have a very weak bladder, so I don't want to hear it from you guys every time we have to stop.
Fern, you are such a baby.
Why don't we just get you some diapers, huh?
Hey, just leave him alone, okay? At least he can control it.
Which is more than we can say about your dad.
Hey, take it easy. I don't have to be stopping every 5 minutes.
Tony, shut up.
Maybe we can stop and grab you some Depends?
Why do we need to stop? I'll just use some of yours.
Hey, be careful how you pack this. Say, isn't that my shirt you've got on?
I don't know. I found it in your suitcase.
Oh, well then it couldn't be mine. But I was expecting my gray suit. You didn't happen to see it, did you?
Took up too much room. So we sold it.
Did you get anything for it?
$1.40.
That's my suit, all right.
I hope it's not humid there. I hear the bugs are really bad in Florida when it's humid.
It's not the right time of year for bugs.
Where do all the little bugs go this time of year?
Search me.
No thanks, I was just wondering.
I'm sick of this, bro. I want to take you out. I've had it with you.
Calm down, Tiger.
All aboard!
Hey, Blaze, I hear that Coach Simmons suspended you and Fernie from the team for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, only because Fernie stole his watch.
Yeah, they wouldn't give me the time, so I had to take it.
Yeah, it was just a joke. He had every intention of giving it back. It's just he didn't get the chance.
How'd you get caught up into it?
Oh, he hid the watch in my locker.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, sure is. The school calling Furnace the thief? We know he's honest.
He's honest, but you gotta watch him a little.
Are you ladies settling for crying out loud?
Your daughter's gonna be crying out loud if she steps on my foot one more time.
Oh, sounds like we're ready to hit it.
Yeah, we're ready. Let's go.
Coconut Manor, here we come.
Well, that didn't sound good.
I think you had a blowout.
Oh, I'm certainly glad you're here. If you hadn't have said that, I would have just assumed it was the 4th of July.
I don't know. This isn't the way that I pictured my ocean voyage. I always visualized myself sitting in a steamer chair with Christine bringing me bouillon.
It's not an ocean voyage, Gordon.
Ah, too bad.
By the way, any word on a backer?
This isn't the time, Joe.
It's as good as time as any. I got a call this morning that the supervising director, Mr. Wagner, could be showing up at any time.
Wagner? I thought he wasn't coming for another 2 months.
He has a reputation of walking in on you. He likes to surprise you. And if that happens, he'll discover your bill in no time. $12,000 worth of credit to a shoestring producer. How will I explain it? He discovers you're my brother-in-law, it'll cost me my job.
It was a business proposition. In return for credit for me and 22 of my actors, I gave you a 10% interest in the show. Now, don't forget, you begged to get in on the ground floor.
You mean I was railroaded into it by you and Flossie?
Do me a favor and kindly keep your wife's name out of this. Happens to be my sister on my mother's side.
Well, at any rate, the cast is ready. We've been rehearsing nonstop. They could literally start tomorrow.
How much longer?
I think we're ready.
Good. Let's move, small one.
Hit me upside the back of the head one more time.
I was listening to that, Gribble.
It's just static.
This is my truck, and I'll listen to what I want.
Oh, this is my truck. It's my sandbox. You can't play with my bucket.
It is my sandbox, and you can't play with my bucket. You lost my last one.
Are you guys arguing over a radio? How do you ever expect to get out of preschool if you cannot learn to get along?
Coconut Manor, here we come. Whoa, deja vu. And it's at this point that Joe says, Tony, I think you ran over something.
At which point Tony says, Joe, I'm certainly glad you're here. If you hadn't said something, I would have just kept driving and thought that unbearingly loud noise was the neighbor working on his roof all the way to Florida.
And you forgot the part where Joe decides to offer Blaze and Fernie as burnt sacrifices in his backyard. How on earth is it possible for a screwdriver to get stuck in your tire? I've never seen anything like this in my life.
You know, it's noon already. We were supposed to be on the road hours ago.
Well, it's not like we planned it. Apparently, I've taken on the burden of ridding Agape Road of every sharp and dangerous object for the betterment of the community.
We appreciate your civil service. You're an inspiration to us all.
I'll have to buy a new tire. That was the spare.
Okay, Gordy and I will go get some tires while you change this one. Let's go.
Okay.
Hey, watch it, man. What's your problem?
Sorry, it was an accident.
Oh, yeah, right. Now I smell sweet.
Well, trust me, it's a nice change.
Man, bro, you smelling flowery.
Hey, don't even say. Now I gotta go wash it off.
Well, hurry up and take off before something else happens.
Coconut Manor, here we come.
Shut up, Fernie!
You have got
To be kidding.
Don't say a word.
Well, anybody want to get out for a potty break? Now's your chance. I don't know about you boys, but all this driving's made me a little road weary. I think maybe we should find a place to stay for the night.
I don't understand it. That was a new tire. And that was a brand new battery.
This battery's dead.
What gave you the first clue, Joe?
Joe, could you go get your car so that we can jump it?
Gladly, Gordon. No. Hello? Hilda? Yes, what is it? Just settle down, Hilda, and just tell me. Oh, no. I was afraid of that. Okay, look. I'll be there in a half hour. Slight change in plans, guys.
What?
Hilda just called and said Wagner's at the hotel right now.
Wagner? Great.
Yeah. I gotta go change. I'll be back as soon as I can.
All right, we'll wait for you.
We'll be praying.
Please!
What's going on?
We have a little problem.
Mr. Wagner is at the hotel waiting on Joe.
Oh no.
He'll find out about the bill.
More than likely.
What do we do?
Probably the first thing we should have done this morning.
Pray.
$12,000. I don't understand this, Gribble. You say this Miller skipped?
That's what I've been led to believe, Mr. Wagner.
When did he skip?
I'm not sure.
I just want to know one thing, Gribble. What in the blazes goes on in that head of yours?
Mr. Wagner, I explained.
The credit limit of this unit is $1,000.
Well, Mr. Miller kept stringing me along from day to day. He would show me backers and emails. I had no idea the guy would skip. I mean, the guy's a crook. He's a deadbeat. If I catch him, I'll have him arrested.
I'm sorry, Gribble. I'm going to have to charge you the difference between the limit and the loss. That's going to be exactly $11,000.
Mr. Wagner, that's not fair.
Gribble, I was sent here to get this unit on its feet. And if I succeed, there's a vice presidency waiting for me. And I'm not going to let anything stand in my way!
I don't understand it.
It's a brand new battery.
Maybe it's a bad one.
We've tried 2 already. I replaced it with another new one and it still won't charge.
This is so stupid.
Can't believe this.
A whole day spent trying to get out of here.
And after all of this, and then Wagner shows up of all times.
Guys, maybe it's for a reason. Okay, I mean, all of this is pretty weird.
What reason, Blondie? Is this another one of your POVs? Because what's weird is I had planned this trip all month long and...
Come on, Fern, lay off.
Hey guys, look, there's Eli.
Where?
Well, he was there. That's weird. It seemed like he was just staring at us.
Eli is weird. Weird is what Eli does. I wouldn't be surprised if he's responsible.
You think he's doing this?
That's impossible.
I don't know. I don't even care anymore. I think that we should just write this whole thing off as a failure.
Gordon.
I'm serious. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of everything. I'm sick of the play. I'm sick of this stupid road trip that we haven't even gone on. I'm sick of this street. I'm sick of everything.
Are you sick of us?
Well, in a friendly sort of I hope you'll understand kind of way, yes I am. I'm sorry. All of you, I didn't mean that. It's just I don't know what to do.
afternoon. I'm looking for Mr. Miller.
I'm Mr. Miller.
Ah, Mr. Miller, it's a pleasure to meet you. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Jenkins, Simon Jenkins.
It's nice to meet you, Mr. Jenkins. What can I do for you? Are you here to serve me papers?
Not exactly, Mr. Miller. I'm an investing agent for a very wealthy man. If I were to mention his name, I'm sure you all would recognize it. I understand that you're still looking for a backer for your play, Hell and Farewell, that you're producing at the White Way Hotel.
Well, actually, yeah, we are. Have you read the script?
Yes, I have. I enjoyed it very much. And if you're still interested, I've been commissioned by my client to make you an offer that I'm pretty sure you won't refuse. In fact, here's my credentials so you'll know that I'm on the level.
Mr. Jenkins, let me introduce you to my friends and colleagues.
Yes, of course.
This is my assistant, Mr. Tony Tamale, Miss Lauren Gribble, Miss Sabrina Gribble.
Hey, how are you?
They'll be starring in the play. Miss Becky Montoya, she's my director.
Hi, how are you?
Mr. Blaze Taylor, my author. And this is Mr. Fernando Montoya, the brains of the organization. That'll give you an idea of the organization.
Well, it was a pleasure to meet you all. Mr. Miller, I do have a contract for you to look over, as well as a check if you'd like to know who your backer is, not to mention the amount.
Gordon, this is it. Wagner discovered your bill. He's charged me with $11,000 of it. Me personally!
Now listen, Joe. We've got some good news.
Oh, yeah? You might have a backer to back your play? I'm sick of hearing about your backers. And Gordon, you haven't got a dime and you never will have. All you've done is ruin me!
Now stop, Joe.
No, you stop!
Dad! Gordon has something to tell you.
I want to apologize. Apologize that I had not set a better example of trusting God. All day long, while we have been complaining about flat tires, dead batteries, all along God was trying to make sure that we didn't miss the very thing that we've been praying for. We had a visitor while you were gone, Joe. And just before he left, he told me that had he missed us today, he was going to do business with Martin Fremont. But he wanted the opportunity to meet us first. If God had not interfered with our plans and messed up our little road trip, we would have missed the very blessing we've been waiting for. And we would have missed this.
Whoa! 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 Ah! Whoa! Yes.
Who knows when things don't go our way? That it's the gentle hand of the Lord Jesus keeping us from danger, or just making sure we're at the right place at the right time to receive the blessing he has coming for us.
Amen to that.
So do we have church here now or go on the road trip?
Both.
Now we can afford to go on 100 road trips.
Okay, so should we try this one more time?
By all means.
Coconut Manor, here we come.
Woo! Yeah!
Yeah.
Guys, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Arnie, you got a bladder the size of a peanut.
Don't drink all that water.
You keep some Depends in here. We need some Depends.